Hey, it's your girl KB back with another review. Not even another. The first. The first review for Traitors. We are going to review Traitors this season, y'all. I love this show. I've been watching since season 2. I've been watching since season 2. When the last season came out, I just didn't have the time or the mental capacity to review it. But this season, it's got two of my favorite housewives, Portia and Candace. So I said, baby, I have to be in this number. And to be honest, that's about all I know from the cast is them two. So season 4, episode 1. Let's get some titles. The Traitors. Let's get some titles. Episode. They don't even have it out there yet. I guess I can look right here, can't I? Let the cards fall as they will. Season 4, episode 1. So let's do a quick rundown of the cast. Oh, I do know one other person. I know Rob R. Love Island. Love Island Rob, we'll call him. He was annoying on the show, but I can't even remember who he was dating. Like, once you be watching them shows like that, you forget everything, especially once the new season come along. So he was on Serena Cordell and them season. I don't remember. I just remember him dunking in their pool and and you know how like the pool, some pools be having like a little overhang, like if it's a waterfall, it's kind of like he went in the water under the little. I remember him hiding because he was crying and didn't want to be crying on camera. So he hid in the pool. That's about all I remember from Rob. And his crash out. Somebody posted, it was like, I hope Rob crash out like this whenever he gets called a traitor. And then when he was getting eliminated and he was so mad because, well, no, I don't even think it was him getting eliminated. I think it was the girl that he was with. They got eliminated. And he turned so red, he was mad. So I know Rob R. from Love Island. And like I said, my two fave housewives. Like literally two of my faves. Portia, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have loved Portia since she came onto Real Housewives of Atlanta. She is a problematic fave. I'll definitely say that. She, Portia, no! I just had to walk a friend out. Because when she went in that alley and jumped on Jamie at the Christmas party, well, Shamia was dressed like them nutcrackers. That was the time where Portia got the fighting. The other two times she had gotten into incidents, it was just kind of like a little scuffle. With Kenya, she just grabbed Kenya, shook her a little bit, and then production got to pulling her, and she didn't let go. So by default, she pulling Kenya across the stage by her hair, and that hair was sold in real good. And then we saw when her and Cynthia had their little scuffle. It was just kind of like, and Cynthia kicked her on off of her. But with Jamie, and truth be told, I feel like they've touched up that footage in recent years because when I used to watch that scene, because what was it? It was like on the reunion where they showed the flashback because they didn't show it on the episode. It was on the reunion and they had the flashback of it happening, but I usually don't remember really seeing nothing, just kind of like, you see some movement in the dark because she literally chased that girl down the alley. When I watched that John last month, baby, you can see Portia like dragging her back and forth. You could like see some motion for real. And then she walked back in there. Portia, where you go? Oh, I just had to walk a friend out. It was like she beat that girl down. And what Jamie do? Nothing. She was just on the ground. Poor Jamie. And then Jamie I think Jamie was already working for Portia, for Candy, or did she start working for Candy after that? I think that was part of the fallout. But Portia, Candy was like, I like her. Well, I'm supposed to fall out with the fuck just because you beat her up. But that's I love me some Portia, y'all. Problematic as I get up. She's just a fun personality. And then we have Candace, Real Housewives of Potomac, another one of my faves. Polar opposites. One is too smart, one is too stupid. But they're doing the same thing in this house. Both of them just yapping too much. But they're housewives. That's what they used to doing, just sitting around talking all day. So to break them out of that for this show is going to be interesting to see if it comes to that. So they're my faves. We see Lisa Rinna. All I know about Lisa Rinna, I think she's Beverly Hills, is when she stepped up on that table and bent over and spread them legs and that thing said, that thing opened up. I was like, ugh. I'm supposed to be seeing this. But that's all I could think of when I heard that name. That's her, right? That's what they call it. It was like a clam just opened up like that. We got Mara Higgins from Love Island. I think she was like a host or something. We have Donna Kelsey, which is Taylor Swift's mother-in-law as far as the house is concerned. That's all. Taylor Swift's mother-in-law, Travis Kelsey's mom. We've got Dorinda from another one of the housewives that I don't watch. We've got Olympic figure skaters Tara Lipinski and Johnny, can't remember his last name. We got Tiffany. I think she was the winner, the originator of the cookout on Big Brother. I never watched Big Brother and never watched Survivor, so I couldn't tell you nothing about them shows and them people. Some guy named Ron, who's a comedian. Eric, he's a music artist. Kristen, Top Chef. Mark, Dancing with the Stars, but everybody's like Kenny G. Rob C from Survivor. Natalie from Survivor. Caroline Stanberry, I do know her. She's from Real Housewives of Dubai and whatever London show. Ladies of London? I think that's what it was. Ladies of London. Which predates Real Housewives of Dubai. And I kind of based Real Housewives of Dubai around her and her circle. I said, oh, okay, cool. Ian from Big Brother, Colton from The Bachelor, Steven, they say from One Tree Hill. I see everybody like, put some respect on Laguna Beach, put some respect on Laguna Beach. So Steven from Laguna Beach. Monet Exchange from Drag Race, handsome fella when he comes out of that drag, you see. Put a beard on him and just was going crazy. They wasn't scared of gay. They wasn't. Jam Survivor. And last, and actually very much least, Michael Rappaport. I know this man is an actor. I don't think I really subscribe to his brand of comedy. I can't think of many movies that I've watched where he had a role that was longer than 2 minutes. I know him from being a Housewives super fan. He's been on Watch What Happens Live quite a bit, and that's what I know him from. Because when Kenya ate him up on there, that's what I know him from. So I already knew it was going to be a time with this man, just from everybody keep reposting the clip of Kenya eviscerating him. So let's get it started, y'all. Rob, we see everybody just kind of talking to the camera. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. This, that, and the third. Rob in there, Love Island Rob said, it's weird. It's strange. He's still wearing clothes. And he ain't made out with nobody yet. It's weird. I said, it's weird seeing you in clothes. It's weird. Everybody get there, and there's this big fire show and all of that. And it's just ooh, all the theatrics. And it's nighttime. I said, nighttime? They said, nighttime. I got something planned. They get there, immediately a traitor is going to be chosen. I was cracking up because Mara, when she saw Rob, she was like, Rob, hey, we teaming up. We got big bodies. Meanwhile, Johnny and Tara, best friends, Olympic skaters, and they're not even telling nobody they cool like that. They're just like, yeah, we know each other. They besties. They said, we ain't gonna tell them we know each other like that because they're gonna be trying to gun for us, thinking, you know, we teaming up to take everybody out type deal. So they get there. They got a little treasure chest. They got a little treasure chest for everybody. They walk on up. Everybody back here on the stage. Alan right here. A person comes down in front. So the other faithfuls, the faithfuls can see the person's face as they're opening up the chest. Everybody comes. Everybody's just kind of like, you know, however, which way. Mind you, the traitor is a secret to us too. I said, not a secret to us. They said, y'all ain't gonna know neither. I said, not the secret traitor, child. So they disperse. Everybody's just kind of getting comfortable, checking out the house, this, that, and the third. And we see Monet Exchange and Jam Jam having a conversation. This conversation had me weak because they both like, oh my God, I love you. I love you. He's like, you're so cute. Okay, yeah. So anybody can be a traitor, right? Yeah, anybody. Like you? Yeah, or like you. Yeah, but I don't think you're a traitor. You don't? Mm-mm. But you know who I do think a traitor is? And they both look over at Mama Kelsey. Oh boy, we are in for some theatrics, okay? Okay. Hopefully we don't, hopefully they don't send all the fun people home. Like Portia said, you can't send all the people with the big personalities home. We make it fun. We make it fun. And I'm like, exactly. But they always do this every year between housewives and drag queens. They are trying to get them out of there fast. And it just be so like, okay, we see the isms. We see the isms. So they go to a round table. It is time to select the rest of the traitors. So he goes around the circle. I swear he looped the loop about 4 times before he touched anybody. He touched Candace's shoulder, baby. She was lit. She like, you could tell she wanted to growl. She wanted to be like, she wanted to growl, baby. She was, she was so with it. In confessional, she's like, exactly. I want to be a traitor. What's the name of the show? The Traitors. It's giving main character. I said, period. My girl is a traitor. Yeah. Next, he touched Lisa Rinna, her and her Pookie print, okay? And I was like, ooh, 2 housewives? Okay. Now, I did not see Rob get his shoulder touch. I guess I wasn't really paying attention. Maybe I was like sneezing or something. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention and see that he got his shoulder touched too. So I was kind of like, wait, did we see the last person he touched? I was like, we'll wait till later. So they get on up. Everybody looking at each other, suspicion everybody out, suspecting everybody the traitor. Lisa is just over there squealing like a buffoon. Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my God, she is so excited that she is a traitor, but trying to parade around as a faithful. She's in the kitchen pouring water with Tiffany. She's so excited. She just talking. She ain't even looking over, poured the cup. Just over here looking crazy, okay? She being real obvious, but I don't know her to know if that's her personality, if she always seemed like she on a beam, or, you know, something, whatever have you. Michael is talking to a group of people and he's like, it's 5 housewives and 5 gamers. So that means at least 1 from each has to be a traitor. Tiffany is over him already, but she knows that, she figures that he might be the traitor because he just, you know, whatever. So she's going to play nice so that he don't banish her, just act like it's a friend. You can see the alliances starting to kick up. Of course, the initial alliances always start out with whatever their category is. So housewives stick together. The gamers, which would be Survivor, Big Brother, Challenge, those guys stick together. Is there another one? I guess it's really it. Housewives and gamers. Everybody else be like randos sprinkled in. You know what I mean? And so Candace thinks that Lisa Rinna is a traitor, and she says this. I'm like, Candace, are you like being the first person to say somebody's name? Relax. Relax. I was just like, dang. And then it's a fellow housewife at that. So I'm like, girl, what is we doing? But like I said, Lisa was being hella obvious. So I feel like this was just Candace just throwing that out there because we all see it. So let me get this out there so they don't say I'm trying to hide and be quiet. I can see how it happened, but I hate that it happened. Michael tells, who is he talking to? Rob, your quietness and your effing good looks is going to be a problem. I'm just like, what? Please get him out of here. Please get him out of here. How is he not first? Oh my gosh, he's just such a, oof. 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 They getting ready to go to the turret to take their oaths and to meet each other as far as traitors go. Candace and Lisa meet first. They are so giddy, so excited. They're just like, I knew it. Candace like, I knew it, girl, I knew it. And last one comes in is Love Island Rob. It's funny because folks online put the little it's a clip from Friends where Phoebe and somebody else, they like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And they look at the guy and he like, I guess. I said that is exactly how this was. Because Rob is just super duper nonchalant, where they are quintessential housewives with big personalities. Cracked me up. So, as he was walking in there to see them, he's like, oh, I hope we can all be all cool, calm, collected. We shall see. So Rob is like, Lisa, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was you. Candace is like, yeah, me too. And I kind of did say it, but I can walk it back. It's okay. I'll walk it back. It's not a problem. I'll walk it back. Now Rob asks, okay, well, who got the card? And they're like, wait, who got the card? And then we see somebody with a red cloak coming in, but nobody really comes in as a red cloak. It's just Alan. So now we learned that the secret traitor will be working as a super secret, working alone. They won't even know who that person is. We won't know who that person is. But they get to shortlist the people that's up for murder. And then the group of traitors will get to pick which one from that shortlist. First challenge time. They at the water. You know, they always got them at the water, okay? They have these boats, 3 boats, red, white, green, and it's all these floating coffins. Some got an X on them, some got a $sign. They got to put them in these graves with their names on it, okay? They divide them amongst the 3 boats, get going. Portia took that wig off for the challenge, baby. She was short hair Portia with the with the cap on. I said, period. She was serious about these challenges. I appreciated that. Players who have a coffin in their grave are up for murder. Empty graves will serve as a shield from murder. First coffin goes to Ron. Rob C is annoyed because he's like, where's the game plan at? We need to be strategic about this, not just throwing coffins in. Rob R gets a coffin. Eric gets a coffin. Red and green team decide that they're going to form an alliance, okay? We right here. We getting it popping. We ain't going to put nothing in each other boat. In each other coffin, right? Right. Okay, cool. They agree and move along. Michael gets a coffin and he is so upset. Oh my God, he is just so butthurt. Michael's like, well, who we gonna put in there? Should we do a housewife? Somebody asked, should we do a housewife? What about Portia? Candace is like, absolutely not, no housewives. So Donna gets a coffin. Portia almost gets a coffin because hers was the closest and time was running out, but it didn't get in there in time. And Alan's like, okay, time, it's not good. And Michael says who? Alan was like, time. They get 22,500 goes into the pot, and 9 people are at risk of being murdered. That's Ron, Rob R, Donna, Eric, Michael, Ian, Dorinda, Rob C, and Mark. Everybody else gets to go back to have food. They have to stay there and fill in their graves before they leave. Back at the castle, Portia is like, Michael, I heard you was gunning for the housewives. I said, who said that? Okay, because in the car on the way home from the challenge, Portia, Mara, and Candace were in the car, and Candace was like, ooh, let me be messy. She tells Portia that Michael was trying to put a coffin into her grave. So Portia like, what? He said that? So now she's confronting him about it. And he's like, who told you that? Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that? Y'all, who said that? So then Portia like, well, shoot, let's go to who said that. She jump up. They storm in there to the kitchen where Candace said. Candace like, oh, snap. Candace is quick on her feet. She's like, no, you misread the situation. You mistook the situation. I didn't say that he said that today. I just said that he was gunning for the housewives. He was gunning for the housewives. And somebody in the background was like, and the gamers. So Portia's like, but But I thought you said that he said that today. Like he was gonna put it in my grave today. Mara, you heard her, right? Mara's like, girl, I don't remember. Mara the confessional like, girl, I don't even remember what color team I was on just in the shower. That's why she asking me what's going on. And poor Portia. This was the beginning of the end for Portia. And it wasn't even really her fault. Oh my gosh. So Portia is sitting there dumbfounded like, oh, okay. Well, maybe Rob is worried that Candace is talking too much too soon. They are all confused and annoyed with Michael because Michael just be doing the most. Every situation he's butthurt about, he's taking it super personal as if this isn't a game. This is a game, sir. Relax. Please, somebody send him home. So now Portia over there down herself, and then we saw Monet out of drag. I said, who is that? What's that? Okay, Monet Exchange. I see how you change it up. So now we know who the we know who the secret traitor shortlist. That's what it came from. Shortlist, and the 4 get sent to the group of traitors. On the list, Love Island Rob, Ian, Mark, Eric. So they like, oh, that's a waste putting you on there. We can't murder you. You're a traitor. And they're like, Ian, Mark, and Eric. So at this point, they're trying to figure out who could it be? Who would want you out? Who would want you out, Rob? And he's like, I don't know. And they're like, who could this be? Because for Michael to not be on this list, the traitor has to be Michael, right? That made me laugh. So that was episode 1, y'all. I am going to do episode 2 and maybe 3 too today as well. I might not post 3 till tomorrow though, but I'm going to do at least 1 and 2. It's Sunday. I'm cooking Sunday dinner, so I'm doing a video, be in the kitchen. Doing a video, no, be in the kitchen, do the video. Be in the kitchen, do the video. So I was making some short ribs, some Parmesan mashed potatoes, and some green beans for dinner. And my husband's vegan, so you know he ain't eating none of that. I'm gonna do him a veggie soup. I just be whatever veggies I got for the short rib. I got his on the side. Dumping in there with some potatoes. I think we got some kale. Such things. And baby girl better get in where she fit in. She likes short ribs sometimes, but you know how children be acting funny when it comes to real food. But yeah, I'm finna get in there, check out my short ribs, and make his soup. And then I will record episode 2. Bye. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, do all of the things, share it. Make sure, let this be the show that get me to my 500. Let this be the show that gets me to my monetization, okay? Y'all got me? Please share it. So many people watching. It's not such a niche demographic like housewives and most of the stuff that I read and watch. This a little more broad. So let this be the show that get your girl monetized, okay? Help me out.